I think I was S8 as a child. I was always eager to be included in whatever this older family member wanted to do. He never wanted to hang out with the 8-year younger family member. So when he introduced me to this thing I could do with him, I was always jumping at it. He brought in another family member who was my age, which led to us doing it on our own. I so willing did all of this between the ages of 5 to 12, so he didn't do anything wrong, right? I had successfully shut down all of those memories outside of 3 drunken moments with close friends unleashing small, vague details. It wasn't until recently that I started really thinking about how it affected me. I was weird with girlfriends when I was 12, 13, 14 because we were all supposed to be discovering our sexual selves, but I was far too advanced. I think I still have intimacy issues rooted in that. I know the family member who was my age went through a deep dark patch. He was already dealt a bad hand, but I wonder how much those experiences contributed to his struggles. I haven't seen him in 20+ years, but he's recently turned his life around and I've had 2 opportunities to see him in the last 5 years. I couldn't do it. I don't know how to face him now that I realize what we went through together. I hated my abuser before I had accepted my abuse. He offers plenty of reasons to hate him. Now, I don't like him, but I'm more curious than angry. Did he have a family member abuse him that made him think it was normal and okay? Hurt people hurt people. Abuse can be very cyclical and I'm working very hard to make sure I can break at least the cycles that I'm part of. First time seeing a pussy in person. So my first job I ever got was working at a local ice cream shop a few months before I turned 16. After I turned 16, hours picked up and I usually closed several nights a week. Pretty good ratio, more girls than guys, and when I started the girls were required to wear little white dresses with an apron over the front. It was closing time and I was down in the basement getting paper stock, and when I came up the basement stairs led straight to the bucket room where we sprayed out the reusable ice cream buckets. One of the girls, Kristen, was in there spraying buckets. She was facing the basement door and holding the buckets to her side, spraying them with the hose while she was squatted down. This gave me a perfect view up her skirt and it was the first time I saw a pussy in person. I don't think she realized I was there, and after 5 to 10 seconds I moved on. Kristen was kind of a bitch, but she was sexy as fuck and I definitely enjoyed, and will always remember, my first time seeing a pussy live in person. I, 23 had sex with a 57-year-old single mom and feel disgusted with myself. Recently got out of a 4-year relationship with my girlfriend who was my best friend. It's been horrible, but I've been having my fun for the last couple months here and there. First woman I rebounded with was amazing and sweet, and also my age, and we had passionate car sex at night by the ocean, very romanticized teen love kind of feel to it. Meanwhile, the other night I get a text from this older woman who I met at the bar the other night in my hometown who kept uncomfortably hitting on me, got her number because she kissed me and it wasn't horrible, and then I proceeded to drive over to her condo in a soulless development at 2 in the morning, somewhat tipsy, where she blew me and then we had sex for a few minutes before I finished and left. Half the time she kept talking about how I was younger than her son, which was a massive turn-off, not to mention that I was essentially turned off by her in general, but I think initially I just wanted some, and she's a drunk overweight Boston woman with an attitude that I have multi-generational mommy issues. I woke up the other morning and felt like I wanted to die. Nothing made me miss my ex more than having this horrible experience, and valuing true intimacy with someone you love and who loves you and cares for you without hesitation. Not to mention I now feel as if I have some kind of a permanent mark on my soul for fucking an old unattractive woman that I didn't care for. I even feel like I betrayed the other girl I saw the night before that because I'm such a serial monogamist. Please someone tell me that it's not so over for me and I can come back from this. I'm worried this is going to leave a lasting effect on the way I see intimacy. This is also the kind of secret I want to take to the grave and wouldn't want the future mother of my children knowing about necessarily. I wish I could go back in time and go to bed or something instead. Frankly, I'm depressed and ashamed. Deleted her number, have no intentions of ever seeing her again. It's been a few days and I can't wipe it from my head. I continue to feel gross and ashamed/embarrassed. It's just so out of place for me, and morally, even though nothing was awry, I still feel like I did something wrong. I think because it's not something I would ever otherwise pursue, and I feel like someone my age should never sleep with someone that old. Truly feel depressed about this and like I potentially lost/prolonged the healing process from my breakup. I'm even worried I may get PTSD from this. Sent my BF a nude in which I started my period. So during lockdown, my ex and I used to have frequent phone sex since we couldn't do that stuff in person. We would send pictures and videos over Snapchat showing the other what we were doing whilst on the phone. One day, I sent him a video of what I was doing as we were talking. He then paused and said, "Wait, let me replay it." I thought it was because he loved it. Yeah, no. He then said, "Babe, have you started your period?" The dread I felt when I looked at my hand and saw blood. I had just sent him a video of my period starting. I was so embarrassed. He was quite chill about though, thankfully. We still finished. I just lost my virginity and I'm scared I'm pregnant. Okay, so I'm 15 and I just lost my virginity. He didn't put a condom on. We both didn't come but I think he leaked pre-cum and I'm really scared I'll get pregnant. I can't tell this to no one and I don't know what to do. My period finished about 4 days ago if that helps or something. Also I can't buy the Plan B pill cause I need to go with a parent and my parents can't find out this happened. What should I do? Edit, I live in the EU, Balkan, not US or UK. Both of my parents are quite strict so that's the reason why they can't find out. Anyways I thought he put a condom on but in the middle of it he told me he didn't and then we stopped, like I literally didn't know. I'd felt like he had it I guess but then again I don't know how that's supposed to feel so yeah. Edit, no he didn't say he put it on I just genuinely thought he did. Yes I know I'm stupid for not checking. To everyone that's hating or planning to do so PLS don't I get it I was wrong and I shouldn't have done it or done it the way I did but look I'm just trying to get some info on what to do as I don't have an adult I can freely talk to. Thanks to everyone who answered though, it helps a lot.